everybody, and welcome to the Third Name Podcast. I'm your host, Izzy, and today we are going to be talking about baseball, like we do every week. So our topics this week are All-Star Game reserves, those were announced this week, home run derbies, team of the month, and other stuff, some sad stuff that happened this week in baseball. And we're going to go through scores and all that. But we are going to start with the All-Star Game reserves because that is the first thing I have on here. And we're going to be opening some baseball cards. But here we go. So the NL All-Star roster, and some of this has changed because people have got injured and stuff like that. But this is directly from MLB, so we are starting with the NL. So for the starters, we talked about the starters last week, but I am going to repeat them just in case if you weren't here for last week. And I don't even know if I wrote a blog post last week, so if I didn't, I'm really sorry. But the link to the blog is always down below if you just want more of a written synopsis of what happened in baseball in the week. So back to our rosters. So for the starters for the NL, we have Nolan Arenado, Javier Baez, Ketel Marte, Freddie Freeman, Wilson Contreras, Cody Bellinger, Christian Yelich, and Ronald Acuna Jr. So for pitchers, we have Luis Castillo, Sandy Alcantara, Kirby Yates, Will Smith, Max Scherzer, Hyun-Jin Ryu, he's on my own team and I have a time saying his name, Zach Greinke, and Mike Zorica, Walker Buehler, Clayton Kershaw, Jacob deGrom, and Josh Hader, which we all know about that guy. Okay, so reserves, which is new. We didn't have these last week. We have Pete Alonso, JT Realmuto, Josh Bell, Paul DeJong, Anthony Rendon, Jeff McNeil, Yasmani Grandal, Trevor Story, David Dow, Charlie Blackmon, Chris Bryant, and Mike Moustakas. So we are going to go over to the American League All-Star roster now. So let's go to our starters. We have Jorge Policano, DJ LeMahieu, Carlos Santana, Gary Sanchez, Hunter Pence, Mike Trout, Michael Brantley, George Springer, Alex Bregman. For pitchers, we have John Means, Shane Green, Marcus Stroman, Jake Odorizzi, Charlie Morton, Brad Hand, Lucas Giolito, and I don't think we had pitchers last week either, but I don't remember. But we have Don Chapman on the Yankees, Mike Minor, Justin Verlander, Garrett Cole, and Ryan Presley. So going to their reserves are Mookie Betts, JD Martinez, James McCann, Whit Merrifield, Matt Chapman, Daniel Vogelbach, Austin Meadows, Joey Gallo, Tommy La Stella, Jose Abreu, and Francisco Lindor. And those are your All-Star Game rosters. And that is on Tuesday in Cleveland, Ohio. And I don't even know what channels it's going to be on because it's going to be probably on several. And I'm going to be watching. I don't really know if we're going to have a podcast next week because I'm like, I should have an All-Star break too, shouldn't I? But I don't know what I'm going to be doing for that. So I'm trying to find the home run derby info of who is in the home run derby. I deleted it by accident. So 2019, and the home run derby is on Monday. I will be watching. Yeah, I know pretty much off the top of my head, but I don't want to leave anybody out because that would be bad. Yeah, I need to make my bracket. So I haven't made my bracket yet. Don't question me. So we have Christian Yelich from the Milwaukee Brewers. We have Pete Alonso from the New York Mets. Josh Bell from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Alex Bregman from the Houston Astros, Jock Peterson from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Number 6, we have Ronald Acuna Jr. from the Atlanta Braves. And number 7, Carlos Santana from the Cleveland Indians. And number 8, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from the Toronto Blue Jays. And that is your home run derby roster. I'm going to have Jock winning because last time I made a bracket and didn't go with the Dodgers, I got my bracket wrong literally by one thing. That was for the my postseason bracket last year, my playoff bracket. So I'm going to stick with the Dodgers and have Jock win. Because last time I chose the Brewers over the Dodgers, the Brewers let me down. So we are going to go through scores right now as our little transition. That's what we do here. So we are going over to MLB at bat. Some games are probably still going on. It's 11:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, July the 6th. I hope you all had a good 4th of July if you're in America, Canada Day if you're in Canada, and whatever other holidays there were this week. So right now, Saturday, July 6th, the Padres are playing the Dodgers 0-0 right now in the bottom of the 6th. Red Sox are beating the Tigers 9-6 in the top of the 9th. The Cardinals are losing to the Giants 1-5 in the bottom of the 5th. Rockies Diamondbacks are tied 1-1 in the top of the 5th. The A's are losing to the Mariners 2-6 in the 5th inning, just ended. So the Twins beat the Rangers today 7-4. The Orioles beat the Blue Jays 8-1. And the MLB TV free game of the day was the Nationals taking on the Royals with the Nats winning 6-0. The Pirates had a big they beat the Brewers pretty bad 12-2, and I'm sorry I keep hitting the microphone. With our Ohio teams, the Indians beat the Reds 7-2, and the Rays beat the Yankees 4-3. The Marlins won today. They beat the Braves 5-4. The Astros beat the Angels 4-0. The Mets beat the Phillies 6-5. And the Cubs beat the other team in Chicago, the White Sox, 6-3. And those are your MLB scores of today. So I hope I didn't delete the team of the month thing. Okay, I didn't. So we are going over to the team of the month. If you don't know what that is, they basically, and this is on MLB, they take whoever had like the best stats, or at least what they think, and put them all on one team. So at different positions, we had different players, and this is the whole, both leagues. So we are going to start with the outfield and make our way to home plate, I guess. And I always get this. Okay, in left field, Gurriel Jr., and center field, Mike Trout, and in right field, Charlie Blackmon. So first base is, I think it was Pete Alonso. Okay, second base is DJ LeMahieu. And shortstop is San Diego Padre Tatis Jr. And third base, another Padre, and I'm sorry, I set the microphone down, Manny Machado. And starting pitcher will be Max Scherzer. And our catcher is Perez from Cleveland. So just some reserves. We have Hader, I think his name's Josh Hader from the Brewers, and Shohei Ohtani from the Angels. So speaking of the Angels, we did have somebody pass away this week, and Tyler Skaggs, he was an Angels pitcher, passed away at 27 Club in Dallas, Texas. They had to cancel the game and everything. No call. They haven't said the cause of death yet. They just found him unresponsive in his hotel room. We don't know a lot, so there's not really anything I can say except prayers to his family, to the Angels, because I was a Marlins fan for quite a while, and I understand what it's like to lose a player on your team. It's really sad. Like, I remember the day Jose Fernandez died, and it's really sad, and I don't want to cry, but yeah, it sucks, but they can get through it. But yeah, obviously, they'll remember him and get going. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. So we are going to open some baseball cards now, and this week we are doing Big League, which is by Topps, and I think these are the same things as the other ones, but there's different kind of cards, like they're a different design. So here we go. I'm going to open it. I usually cut these before, but okay, get it open easily. Okay, so here we go. And I keep getting notifications from minor league baseball. Well, we need to do those scores too. We'll do that in a minute. So our highlights, James Paxton, a pitcher for the Mariners. We have Corbin Burns, a pitcher for the Brewers. Carlos Martinez, another pitcher from the Cardinals. And another pitcher, Cole Hamels from the Chicago Cubs. And you guessed it, another pitcher, Toki Toussaint from the Atlanta Braves. And another one, Walker Buehler, a pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Finally, somebody else. A catcher, Chris Iannetta from the Colorado Rockies. Back to pitchers, we have Masahiro Tanaka from the Yankees. Another pitcher, Kirby Yates on the San Diego Padres. And another pitcher, Tyler Mell from the Cincinnati Reds. Jonathan Scoop, a second baseman for the Minnesota Twins. JD Martinez, a designated hitter / outfielder for the Boston Red Sox. And this is a nickname card for Chappie, Matt Chapman, the third baseman for the Oakland Athletics. We have Max Kepler, an outfielder for the Minnesota Twins. We have Charlie Blackmon, who is an outfielder for the Colorado Rockies. Matt Kemp, an outfielder. He's actually in the Mets organization now, but the card is a Cincinnati Reds card. So wall climbers, we have Mookie Betts from the Red Sox. Going to the other Sox, White Sox, we have Yonder Alonso, who is a first baseman, and just a contest card honoring. We have Mookie Betts, who is an outfielder for the Red Sox. I probably should enter one of these contests because I have so many baseball cards, so I probably have a good chance of going to the 2020 Home Run Derby in Los Angeles, the big one doesn't hit this week. But okay. Jason Kipnis, an outfielder, second baseman for the Cleveland Indians. Ryan Zimmerman, who is the first baseman for the Washington Nationals. And ooh, that's an ugly uniform. A throwback Brewers one. But Chashin, a pitcher for the Brewers. Luis Castillo, a pitcher for the Reds. Brandon Crawford, shortstop for the Giants. Christian Yelich, an outfielder for the Milwaukee Brewers. Aaron Hicks, an outfielder for the New York Yankees. Clayton Kershaw, I think we all know him, a pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yoenis Cespedes, an outfielder for the New York Mets. Billy Hamilton, an outfielder for the Kansas City Royals. And last but not least, Ryan McMahon, a second baseman / first baseman for the Colorado Rockies. So, moving over back to my list of things to talk about. So, just random things that happened this week. We had Bryce Harper reaches 200 career home runs and 1,000 career hits with a single swing. So, shout out to Bryce Harper. But yeah, I want to know if any of y'all watch any 4th of July games. I did not this year. I usually do, but since Stranger Things came out, I binged it and watched the whole season in 24 hours. So I didn't watch any baseball. I watched Stranger Things, and then I had a grill out with my family. And that's what I did for the 4th of July. But 4th of July games are always fun. And I'm wondering if they are ever going to bring a game back to Fort Bragg, which is in Fayetteville, North Carolina, near where I am right now. And a few years ago, they had the Marlins and Braves play there. And I think that'd be really cool just for the troops to have a baseball game right there where they are to go to. That would be a lot of fun and be fun to watch. So I hope MLB do that in the future. Maybe not necessarily at Fort Bragg, but another military base. That'd be really awesome. And yeah, shout out to the military. So another MLB stat we have, Max Scherzer is the first player since 1900 with multiple career games of 10 plus strikeouts, a base hit, and a stolen base. So Mad Max is awesome. I saw him at spring training. He's the man, and I think he has the highest, he makes the most a year in baseball. So we are going to go back to scores now, to first pitch. I really like first pitch because I can watch minor league games. Not all minor league teams have a thing where you can, a TV thing where you can watch it or where you can listen. So just be mindful of that. Not every team has that. But I think all the teams around me are pretty good about it. And like, I'm in the Myrtle Beach area, so I do get Pelicans games on the TV, or like on the actual TV and not through the app. Okay, so I think we're on Class A Advanced this week, and it's midnight now. So hopefully it's scores. Okay, scores. Okay, we are, July 6th, and we want to do Class A Advanced. So I'm setting the mic down, just so I can hold the iPad with both hands. So we still have games going on. And the end of the 7th, the Rancho Quakes, earthquakes happening this week. They are beating the Inland Empire 10-1. In the bottom of the 5th, we have Modesto beating Stockton 4-0. And in 10 innings, we had Down Eastwood Ducks beating Salem 6-2. Charlotte beat Jupiter 3-2. Myrtle Beach fell to Lynchburg 3-5. Fayetteville beat Winston-Salem 6-2. Carolina beat Frederick 8-3. The Palm Beach Cardinals lost to Fort Myers 3-4. Wilmington lost to Potomac 1-6. Florida, I think that Fire Frogs beat Bradenton 2-0. Daytona Tortugas lost to St. Lucie 1-6. Visalia beat San Jose 7-5. Lancaster beat Lake Elsinore 3-0. And then we had 2 games postponed today, and that was Dundon and Lakeland, and Clearwater and Tampa. I've never seen the Tampa logo. I don't know what I think about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast this week, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. And if you're in California or just on the West Coast, be really careful, because I think the big one is going to happen this week. And if you don't know what I mean, the earthquake, we had a 7.1 hit California last night and during the Dodgers game, and you could feel it apparently in the upper decks and in the booths. But Kike Hernandez just kept batting. He's my favorite player. And he said he didn't feel it. So, but everybody just stay safe with that, and just in general, stay safe, everybody. But bye, guys. I will see y'all next week if I'm not taking an AllStar break.